Welcome to A Spirited Debate. I'm Lauren Green. In the last year, some 120,000 Iraqi Christians have been forced out of the region because of ISIS. All over the Middle East, extremism and terrorism has put increased pressure on the Christian population. American-based Iraqi Christian Relief Council is reaching out to help, providing humanitarian assistance. Juliana Tamarazi is the founder and president of that organization, as well as Philos Project Fellow, and she joins me now from Jerusalem. Welcome, Juliana.
Thank you, Lauren, for having me on. It's an honor to be with you.
So what are conditions like now for Christians in Iraq and elsewhere in the Middle East?
They're terrible. They're terrible. What is gravely unnoticed is the human tragedy that is ongoing for the past year. People are resigning to the fact that this could be their fate, living in storage bins that are really, really small, without any windows, without any ventilation, during a very harsh summers in northern Iraq. Those who have been displaced outside in such countries as Jordan, as Turkey, as Lebanon, living is extremely expensive. And I just came from Amman. Lauren, people, it breaks my heart to tell you, that have started to beg. These people that have been displaced, they were once homeowners, shop owners, they had farms, and now just because they're Christians and just because they're Assyrians by ethnicity, they have been forced out of their homes. The total number of displaced starting 2003 of the Christian Assyrian population in Iraq from 2003 till today is over 1.1 million people. This is truly a tragedy that I'm so grateful to be here to talk about.
Juliana, you know, many of the thousands of displaced Christians have no place to go. And in the case of those in Jordan you were talking about, because they are refugees, they're not allowed to work, which means they're living in poverty. So what are their options?
Their options are truly to be accepted to the West, and the United States of American immigration system has put a halt from what we're hearing. I have not vetted this information, but all of the refugees in Jordan were telling us that the UNHCR has put a hold on the Christian migration out of Jordan from now till about 5 years. So they either have to go back to northern part of Iraq and live in refugee camps there, or they have to find their way out. But without assistance from the West, it's not going to happen. But Lauren, there are, as I said, 1.1 million that have been displaced outside Iraq, about 200,000 that have been displaced inside Iraq, living in these camps. The long-term solution truly is to have our own piece of land in northern Iraq. Northern Iraq is our ancestral homeland. We've been there for 6,700 years. And just like ancient Mesopotamia, different nationalities used to coexist there. What we want today is Beit Nahran, the land between rivers, which is popular and known as the Nineveh Plain. Nineveh Plain is a region in northern Iraq where a lot of people in diaspora are waiting for ISIS to be defeated and for them to migrate back there, call it home, just like Jews did when they went back to Israel, and start rebuilding their lives. Lauren, it is extremely important for the world to understand. The Iraqi government has failed us. The Kurdish government has failed us. And everyone is equipped to fight for themselves except the Christians and other minorities there.
You know, so Juliana, I want to ask you, I want to ask you certainly about that, because this whole idea that the Western countries, and I am assuming the U.S. included, that they taking in these refugee Christians from Iraq and areas in the Middle East, they're being persecuted. Why don't they take them in? What is their rationale by not taking them in?
You know, my organization did a study about a month ago, and we found out the Obama administration is allowing about 84% Muslims to migrate to the United States, 84%, and only 6% they allow Christians to come to this country. We've done extensive study that is available if you'd like to see it, but we just don't understand either. Why is it that the new American immigration policy is against Christians migrating to this country?
That's another question, and certainly that's one question we have to ask the Obama administration. But I wondered, you know, the Christian population is dwindling in the Middle East because of the persecution by Islamic extremism. But is the best solution to try to help them stay in that region and fight back, or to get them out?
You know, how can we displace 1.6 Assyrian Christians, also known as Chaldeans and Syriacs, outside Iraq. Which country is going to take them all together, all at once? We are a nation that has given civilization to the world. And if we are extracting them from those regions, we are going to diminish. We will be extinct. Scholars tell us that the Assyrian nation will be extinct within the next 100 years if they are not helped and protected there. You're right. Unless ISIS is defeated and unless international protection is offered to them, these people will go to the slaughterhouse. But it's extremely important for these people to stay home. Many of them want to leave, and I believe, as an activist, every free human should have the right to leave and live wherever they want to. But the ones that choose to stay there, they should be protected and aided. And many want to stay in Iraq. And I have to tell you, there have been so many families that have left Iraq after ISIS attacked to Turkey and Lebanon. And the harsh living conditions have forced them back to northern Iraq. Even from America, people have gone back to Iraq. So this is something that we really encourage world powers and Christians to come along our side. Please visit us at IraqiChristianRelief.org. Start this dialogue with us. I go across the country. I raise funds for basic needs of these people across the region. And also, I go and make presentations. So if anyone is interested, we would love to start a dialogue.
All right, I want to thank you so much, Juliana Tamarazi. Check out that website. Thank you so much. Check out foxnews.com for more on Christian persecution in the Middle East. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.